Okay. So your brother kind of gets on first and you follow as a solo artist.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Now, was he already popping by the time you get signed or is he still in development?
Oh, no, they blew up right away. As soon as they got rid of Charles and Sam, Backstreet Boys were off to the races, man.
Okay. And then they looked at you like, okay.
They did a song called Lover Boy. It was, I think, one of the first songs they ever did. Women be my lover boy. And it was the first one. And they were wearing like black jackets, looking like Fonzie and stuff. Like 1993, 94. It was cool. So.
Was it kind of amazing being that, you were 6 years old, seeing your brother blow up like that?
Well, the cool part about it actually that worked in a mysterious way is because I produced my own music, and on my last album, my Love album, we're almost at 2 million record sales.
Yeah.
Some
great songs on there, by the way.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
Love wins, but it's just, I'm just really proud of the body of work that I was able to create after coming back after, so long. It was crazy.
You get signed around 7 years old, and was Lou Perlman already in the picture in terms of management or production company?
Well, it was Lou Perlman and Johnny Wright that ran Transcontinental Records. Okay?
Right.
So they were partners, all right? And Johnny Wright, who still manages Justin Timberlake to this day, he managed me on and off, throughout the course of my career. Not right now, I manage myself. But they told me years later that my first single, Crush on You, they did it as a joke.
Okay.
They wanted to see, oh, well, here's Aaron, he's spunky, he's fun, he's always coming to the studio with Nick and, watching Max Martin make all their music, and that's why I wanted to be a producer. That's what it meant a lot to me. But wait, what was it? Well, go back to the beginning.
Well, I was talking about Lou Perlman.
Well, Lou Perlman, he owned Transcontinental, and he did all the blimps and all the stuff and all the banners, and then turned it into a record company. He got New Kids on the Block, and they started with them, Backstreet, NSYNC, me, and then Britney Spears, So that was and then they would always call Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Aaron Carter, and Britney Spears. Lou Perlman would always call us his Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he was a powerhouse.
Because we were the 4 artists that he had that were making hundreds of millions of dollars.
And
so we were called the Fantastic Four.
And selling hundreds of millions of albums.
Correct.
You guys were really destroying it. I don't think you could really compare it to anything these days, as big as that was.
It'll never be like that again.
Yeah.
And not until I start hitting the music again.
Yeah. And
seriously, because everybody doubted me, man. They were like, oh, and when I released my album, they were like, someone said to me, oh, it shows what great producers can do for you. And I said, go check the credits. I'm the producer. Thank you, though, for the backhanded compliment.
Well, you dropped your debut album in 1997.
Yeah.
Self-titled.
Aaron.
And you sell 1 million copies right away.
We sold 1 million copies in 2 months. It went platinum and gold in over 50 countries. It was insane. I was a little child, and I love my life. That's why it's there's different stories from the family. Oh, they did this, parents did this. We had great parents, man. What got in the way was money, cosmetics, superficialities, and fame.
Okay, because as a child entertainer, there's a law.
The Coogan Law. Paul Peterson created the Coogan Law in 1970. All right, and it's called Paul Peterson, the child actor, Coogan Law. 50% of your money.
Whose parents stole all his money.
Correct.
So they made a law after him.
So my parents decided to find a way to get around that.
Okay.
And when I turned 18 years old, I got hit with $7.8 million of taxes that they didn't pay when I was 11 and 12 years old.
Wow.
And all the penalties.
So
then I had to fight that. And when I turned 18, I got trust money. I got my trust money, but they wanted to take all my money away from me right away.
Because of taxes.
Yeah, and because I was the only one that had money. and then I have to go spend a few years, build myself a bankruptcy case with no money, really. I went broke. I was completely reckless with my money. Shoes and this and cars and all this stuff. Stupid. And then I end up booking a gig at the Fantastics for 500 shows. I did 500 shows straight in an off-Broadway play called The Fantastics because it was the only place that would hire me. And I wanted to go back there. $654 I made a week living in New York City. Okay. So that I went from like hundreds of millions of dollars, stealing, bankruptcy, and then while I'm doing the Fantastics, they garnish my wages and levy my accounts.
The $600 something they take from you? Okay.
Yeah, and then I get the bankruptcy though. I get a Chapter 7, and the judge gave me a full discharge and said, you have two options. You can put your parents in jail for failing to abide by fiduciary responsibilities for 10 years each, or we're gonna give you a Chapter 11 or 13. And I said, I will never let you put my parents in prison, no matter how dirty they've been to me. And the judge goes, well, I'm going to give you a Chapter 7 just because you said that. And my attorney in the back, my litigator, Jan Michael Morris, he started clapping his hands. He goes, you don't even know what just happened. A Chapter 7 is a full discharge, and they go and they pay off all the stuff because it's your responsibility. So I got to start over.